welcome back to my channel. So today I am very excited to be doing a review slash first impression on the new L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Foundation, the concealer, and the blush as well. Now I've kind of found these products by accident. My mom's currently visiting from California and I found the foundation in the guest restroom and I asked her if it was new because I hadn't seen it before, and she said that she happened to run out of her current foundation and went to the store and just picked this one up because it looked nice. Then I did a little bit of research and found out that these were new and they actually had a concealer and a blush. So of course I had to run out and get the foundation, the concealer, and the blush and try them out for you guys. I was excited to try these products because it claims to have Opti-Blur technology, which means it will reduce the appearance of pores and fine lines and just kind of even out your skin tone. I feel like it's essentially a primer slash foundation put into one, and so I was very excited to try this out. Now I found these products at my local Ulta and I'm going to quickly go over the prices. The foundation was $14.99, the concealer was $12.99, and then the blush was $12.99 as well. When I first opened these products, I was happy to see that they had seals on them, which is really good because it just means that it's more sanitary and people can't sample them at the stores before you buy them. Now I didn't want to do a full-on demo using these products only because it's just foundation and concealer and it's really hard to tell regardless in front of a camera when you are applying foundation and concealer, so I figured I would just put in some clips and just go over what I liked and what I did not like. Let me just say before I go into this that I really did not like these products and I'm going to go over each of them to explain why I didn't like them. So I'm just going to start off with the foundation and just kind of go over the pros and the cons. First of all, for the foundation, there are 12 different shades and I'm in the color 202 Classic Ivory. Now for the packaging itself, it's pretty simple. It's just a squeezy tube and it has gold up at the top and down at the lid. So starting off, I just dabbed this foundation all over my face, and then for the purpose of this video I used my Real Technique sponge for half of my face and then I used a brush for the other half of the face just to see what works better. So I have really dry skin and for the most part I really like a dewy finish. I love that natural glow, and this is definitely dewy in my opinion. It was overly dewy. It almost looked like I was just super oily, which I've never experienced that with the foundation before. It was very odd and it took a very long time for it to actually settle in. I felt like I had just put on a moisturizer that just doesn't settle into your skin. It just kind of stays there and it's just annoying. That's what it felt like, and it wouldn't go away for a very long time. The coverage is definitely light to medium depending on what you like. It could be a pro or a con. Now in regards to actually blurring, I feel like it did blur a little bit around my nose area and that's really about it. I don't see that it did anything for the fine lines or anything. I didn't notice much of a difference. I really don't know how this foundation would work with somebody with oily or normal skin. If I have dry skin and I felt like this was way too dewy, I don't know. I really don't think somebody with oily skin would like this. It did not cling on to any dry patches, which honestly is not surprising because it's so dewy. It makes me feel and look oily and too shiny and just gross, and I feel like putting powder all over my face. Like, I feel for you oily girls now. I finally do. I'm sorry. Now moving on to the concealer. The concealer comes in 3 different shades. It comes in fair, medium, and light, and I got the lightest one, which is fair 301. So I have very pale skin, as you can see, and I always tend to go for the lightest color of concealer because I like to highlight under my eyes, and this is the lightest one for them and it just didn't do the trick. It just blends in with the foundation. It's the color of my skin and it didn't do any highlighting at all, but that's okay. But the actual concealer itself I just didn't like. Now this feels very luxurious on the back of your hand. It really is creamy, and I do feel like the concealer has more coverage and pigmentation than the actual foundation itself. But the concealer is just a little too creamy for under the eye. I immediately felt that it was going to crease, and yes, it did crease pretty bad. And it did kind of dry me out as well. It is a bit weird because I feel like it's very hydrated, but it looks very dry. I was really looking forward to this. You do get 0.6 ounces in here and it is a good amount. So I was really hoping that I would like it, but once again, I just didn't like it. I feel like it's just a little too creamy and heavy for under the eye. Now moving on to these blushes, I was most excited about these blushes because I do like wearing cream blushes during the summer because I feel like they just stay in place a lot better and it just feels more lightweight than a powder. So there are only 3 different shades to choose from, which is sad. I wish they had more of a color selection, but they are soft peach, soft pink, and soft berry. And I did choose the lighter shade, which is soft peach, because I am very fair and I feel like it just complements me better. And I feel like even though it's called soft peach, it does lean more toward the pink side, but I was excited to try this one. Now this blush is very interesting. When I first applied it to the back of my hand, it does have a silicone-y feel. It's very interesting. I've never felt a blush like this before. And it just feels very luxurious almost. I really did like the formula. Now when I applied it to my face, I used a stippling brush and I did really like the application, and I don't know, it wasn't great though. It wasn't amazing or anything, but it did do the job. I did enjoy the blush overall, but I feel like it's just too expensive for what it is. So overall, I did not have a good experience with these products. I did not really like them. If anything, the blush was okay, but I really did not like the foundation and the concealer. I had high hopes for these products, but unfortunately, I didn't like them. Let me know if you have tried any of these products and if you like any of them. So yeah, I think that completes my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative to some of you. I wish I would have been able to tell you that the products are amazing and that I love them and all that good stuff, but I simply can't. I don't have anything else to say except thank you guys so much for watching. Please thumbs up the video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already, and talk to you later. Bye guys.